Doing music for me, huh? Okay, here we go. You know what? I'm gonna put my you guys right here. See if I can do them. I can overlap them slightly. So I have a better. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Put it right there. There. Thank you. Okay, guys. Okay. That's much better. Okay.
Well, a little new music here, but I thought I'd try something a little different.
And it's okay because that's something that sounds like something I would make my play. So,
of course, welcome in 21/6 and that. This is Metaphysical Meanderings with Master Psychic, the one, the only, Lena Duncan Graves. And we're finishing up on the chakras.
Yep.
All right, take it away.
Okay, so last week we were talking about all kinds of different things. We're talking about all the different chakras. And if you don't remember where I left off, you can look at part 1 because it's on here somewhere. You'll have to scroll back a little. Okay, but we were talking about the crown chakra, the third eye, and the throat chakra. And we're going this way down and they're by color. Okay, so we are talking about your favorite colors. Now, I'm at a point where I've gotten, I have synesthesia. Matter of fact, I'm doing, yep. To be honest, I'm doing a lesson on, because I'm an art teacher also, on Kandinsky with my 5th graders. And we're talking about synesthesia, that because he had it, he could hear music and it would be in colors. And so he had that extra, and he was one of the first abstract artists to think of that stuff and to explore that. So I'm talking about him, and I told my kids, I'm like, I have it. And they're like, well, really? And I go, I feel color. I can feel it off of you. And they're like, and I can tell you your favorite color. And people are like, how do you do that? And I'm like, and I'm telling them. And it used to be a joke at school. Like I would line them all up as they were leaving, and I would say red, yellow, orange, and 95% of the time your aura is your favorite color, but not always. Sometimes you're in like maybe an awakening, and then you're gold. I notice that people who are in awakenings are real goldy orange. Sometimes they're a little pink to it too. But anyway, so we had been talking about this like a couple weeks ago. Last week was, Thanksgiving, so I wasn't here. But anyway, and thank you for all of the really super responses I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of responses from people, and thank you very much, because everything's been real positive. But some of my friends who know me really well, they said that there's just like, I give off joy when I'm here, and I go, because I'm enjoying doing this. That's why. I just think it's cool. So I just like doing it. So we had talked already about a little bit about the green. That's the healer. And then we have the turquoise. You're a healer. If you really are drawn to turquoise or green, and you ever notice that sometimes throughout your life, your favorite colors change. Have you ever had that happen?
Yeah, when I was young, it was green.
Yep.
Now it's orange.
It's orange.
Not orange, purple.
Purple. Yeah, I was going to say it.
Well,
So I was going to,
orange.
yeah, I was like,
I don't know where that came from.
well, you are, because you're an awakening. You're kind of a gold. When you think of orange, I think of more of a gold color. So anyway, I do have, before I start the rest of my stuff, I have an interview, and this is a person who does aura photography. His name is John Gruba. And are you there, John?
Yes, I am.
Oh, he's so awesome. I love John. He's the one who's taken several pictures of me. So if you remember the pictures I was showing, they were from him. So John, how did you get into all this? How did you start doing the aura photography thing?
I started off doing Reiki, and I had a lot of people asking me, well, how do I know it's really working?
Okay.
And I would say, do you feel better?
Uh-huh.
But humans, we want to see visual things.
Yeah, exactly.
So I started doing Kirlian photography, where I take a picture of your energy to your fingertips.
Okay. Yeah. And okay. Oh, you did. Oh, really? So then you got more into it, and then you went out, and it was like, explain the system that you've got that you use for this.
The one I use right now?
Yeah.
Okay. The system I use right now comes with a biosensor plate.
Okay.
And the most nerve endings are in your fingers.
Uh-huh.
All your organs in your body. You place your hand on the biosensor box, and that produces the color. Your heart rate and everything else makes the colors of your aura.
Okay.
And I've been doing that for like 10 years now.
Yeah, you've been doing it a while.
Yeah, this system, and I'm always amazed because no two auras are alike. It's like a fingerprint.
There we go.
And
Okay.
You have your own aura.
Yeah.
All the time, there's more than one color.
Now, do you ever notice that some people give off a lot more color than other people?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Well, people that are like yellow and orange,
Uh-huh.
the most happy people, and their auras are usually very, very huge.
I've had one. You did one for me, and you couldn't see me. It was yellow at one time. Now, do you notice that yellow is maybe I have found it to be an awakening color. Like they're coming into their psychic ability or their gifts. Is that true?
Definitely. Because when you think about yellow, you think about the solar plexus, solar energy, and that's when people start to open up.
Okay. Because that was about the time I started learning how to read, was when I was real super golden yellow. So yeah. I agree. Yeah.
But those colors are, a lot of people have those colors, and they're people that, walk through life and go to the grocery store, and everybody wants to ask them a question because their auras are so big, they can feel those colors. They can feel the yellow. They can feel the orange. It's just like the sun.
Yep.
They want to talk to those people. So yellow and orange people are very joyous.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, cool. Now, have you ever seen anybody who's black? Like maybe they're sick or they're gray or they're...
Well, I don't believe black auras exist. I've never seen one.
I haven't either.
But I have seen muddy ones, like muddy colors.
Okay.
Like
what do you mean by
like
a gray tone? Okay. Does that mean they're sick or what's up with that?
I'll give you an example. I was doing an aura for a young man, and it seemed to be kind of muddy. It was kind of red, but kind of muddy.
Okay.
And I picked up that there was something really changing in his life, that he was coming through a veil kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
And he was 6 months sober.
There you go. Okay.
That was validation for him that he's on the right path.
Exactly. When I do readings for people and I'll say, you're muddy to me or you're cloudy, that they're on something. There's drug abuse. There's something going on. And 90% of the time I'm right. Because it's like when you're on a stimulant or you're on something you really shouldn't be, it does something to your aura. It just drains your energy or something, right? Isn't that what you find? Or
that's because you're not true to yourself anymore.
Okay. See, that makes
something to make you feel better. It's fake. It's just for the moment.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So this is, I'll never forget this. You brought me in one time and I think it was you that I brought my pet in. I brought my dog, the dog of my life. Like you always have like one that's just your dog. And you took me, I had a picture with him. And then I had a picture with me touching him. And he was bright. Well, it went from yellow to bright turquoise. So that dog is healing me, or am I healing that dog?
Oh.
Both. They're kind of working together, right?
Yes. You become in union with any kind of animal. You become in union with because they have no unconditional.
Okay.
They're not going to judge you.
That dog was very special to me, and I still cry to this day because he had cancer. So I get it. Now, Ken has a question for you.
John,
okay.
Thanks for coming on. Of course, here at 21.6 The Net, we've got just under 2 million listeners and hundreds of thousands of viewers to our Facebook and YouTube. So if people wanted to get in touch with you, how would they do that?
Okay. Facebook.
Okay.
My Facebook is John J. Gruba.
Okay. Okay.
That's my business page.
GRUBA.
Yes.
Yes. Now,
And then
go
I have
ahead.
a website,
Oh, I didn't know that.
which is Rev, R-E-V, as in Victor, J. Gruba, .webs, W-E-B-S.com.
Awesome. Now, John, I know you go to a lot of stores. Would you have anything on your schedule right now through Christmas, or are you taking a little break?
As I was telling you before, I've taken off for a whole year since I had my health issues.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Not the COVID. I've been tested several times with COVID. I don't
Me
have
too.
COVID. And I haven't even thought about getting out in the world yet.
Okay.
Maybe April, maybe,
Okay.
sometime that way.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it would probably, I do a lot of my work in Wisconsin, you know that.
Yes. Yes. He goes
I
to
don't
one of
live
my.
in office myself. I just travel a lot.
Yes, you do, because you come at least a couple times up by me. So,
Yes.
to one of the stores. So, okay. Is there any?
I'm planning on doing some online readings.
Oh,
starting
okay.
in February.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Now, so one more final question. So, do you feel the auras like I do? Can you feel them?
Some people can see auras.
Mhm.
Well, if you really practice, everybody can see auras.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
I'm clairsentient, so I feel things.
Oh, okay. So you're kind of like me. Okay.
That's how I tell what color somebody is.
Okay. Now because this is what the chakras. Now, when you do this with your chakras, do you see a lot of times with it isn't a perfect balance? Shouldn't it be a perfect balance all the way down? They all should be the same size, right?
Okay. This is what I tell people. Living in the world we live in today, it's very hard to be balanced. We have so many worries going on. So, the ultimate thing is to have all your chakras very aligned right down the middle
Mm-hmm.
in all circles. That's optimum.
Okay.
But it's those pictures are in the moment.
Okay.
So your chakras might be off because you've been out shopping.
Exactly. Exactly.
So it's just you have to practice the best you can of being centered.
Okay. I remember when I was reading one time and you said you had never seen somebody when they were reading, and I was all purple, the whole, my whole, and you couldn't see the middle of my forehead on the picture because I was reading. So my third eye was open.
Yeah,
so
at that moment you were very well connected.
Yes. So
with your higher self.
Yeah. So, yep. So we can get you through your email. Let's say it one more time. We've got John, and say that again real clearly.
You want my email? My email is johnjgruba@gmail.com.
Okay. Guys, if you want to know more about any of this that he does, it's awesome. He's one of my favorite guys. I love when he comes over he goes to some of the metaphysical stores I go to. So that's how I know him. And so he's awesome. He does a very good job. He's very in tune with what he does. He's been doing it a long time. Okay.
I appreciate that.
Not a problem, honey. I will talk to you later. Okay.
All right.
Take care of your health. I'll say a prayer. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on your show.
Not a problem. Yep. Talk to you later. Okay.
All right.
Bye. Okay. So he's one of my favorite people, guys. So we went through so far. We went through the green, the turquoise, the blue. We just had ended at the well, we had already gone through purples and then the blues and no, I went bottom up. Oh, I apologize. I went from bottom up. I went from magenta, red, all the way up, and I'm at green. Okay, I'm the other way around. See, I've got, by the way, you guys can get the transcripts of all this now on thewisewomansage.com. That's my blog. So what I'm doing is every time I have some stuff you would like, you could print out what all of this is. Now, for the colors, and all of for the transcripts of this, if you scroll back, you have to scroll back quite a bit, but all of the transcripts are there. So it'll explain what I'm doing. Okay. So now We left off on blue. I'm backwards. So let's see, we got it right. Because a lot of times I start from the top down. This time I start from the bottom up. So I got to remember that.
Just a comment up there.
Yes.
Mr. Lamba, for ages, the yogis have taught us these chakras. It's a method or an ancient study in India to lead a healthy and a long life.
This chakra is real stuff. I've been doing this for a long time. I am, like I said, I am a Reiki healer also. So I know I can feel energy and I know when something's blocked. I had a reading the other day. I'm averaging about 5 to 10 readings a day. So, or I'm not a day, a week, excuse me. And I got somebody whose solar plexus was stuck. And when your solar plexus is stuck, you probably feel stuck in your life. And remember, this is the age of Aquarius starting. I would say 75% of all you guys that are calling me are stuck. So they don't know what to do with themselves. They're and just remember, when you feel stuck, you guys, that's when there's an awakening happening. It just hasn't started completely. It's like an opening, an eye opener. And don't be surprised if you do go and get a tarot reading and you get a Tower card. The Tower card is an awakening or an aha moment. And it's where there's change. Now, just remember that this is the year of change coming up in 2021. 4 is a karmic number, which you're getting your karma and you're creating karma. This year is 2021 is the year of change. So back to this. So we left off on green, and the green's a healer. I mean, it's green, turquoise. I can guarantee that 90% of all doctors love green. Ask a doctor. Just next time you go to your doctor, ask them, what's your favorite color? I bet they'll say green. 90% of all healthcare professionals love green. It's a healing color. Think about how green, like when you're outside, how healing it is to be outside in nature with like beautiful green grass and beautiful green trees. It's a healing color. So if you're giving off that green, it's coming from your heart too. It's your heart that's talking. Okay. It's the most spiritually balanced of all the color spectrum, by the way. Okay. Think about it. It's got yellow and it's got blue. So see what I'm saying? All right. It's kind of, yeah. So turquoise, my favorite color has always been yellow, by the way. I've loved yellow. I've always loved the sun. I have this, like I got one of my entryway of my house has tons of plants. I brought all my plants from my greenhouse in, and it's just nothing but I collect suns. So if it's got the sun on it, so there's just sun stuff all over. My bathroom's even sunflowers, and my other bathroom is the sun, the moon, and the stars. So I just love the sun. It's just, yeah, I can't leave. I cannot stand a dark house. I will pull open those drapes every morning because I like to see the sun. So, but turquoise has become my favorite color. So, and it is my stone. I find it interesting. That's my eye color too. And it's my birthstone, and it's just interesting that I'm drawn to that now too. I would say if someone asked me what my favorite color is, I would say turquoise instead of. We have no connection. Very very bad. Is the connection not good in here? I just lost it. Off of Facebook. It's okay. You know what I'll do is I will take care of that, you guys. Sorry, Facebookers.
Well, we're still out there on 21.6 and that.
Yeah, sorry.
And, your YouTube
Nope,
page.
I lost it. I lost the connection. Don't know why. I should not. That's okay. I had about 5 to 7 people watching on there because they like to watch it when it's been taped. So, all right. So turquoise is the natural gift of communication and compassion. So if you're turquoise and you're throwing off a turquoise color, you're probably an empath. You're a Hyoka empath, which I have not covered. They're the highest empath of all. I got to cover that. That's one of my next shows. It's all about, it's kind of like they mimic you. So if I'll have to explain it, but it's the highest level of empath. Now I've been called a Hyoka empath because I mimic your behavior sometimes back to you. And I don't even realize I do it. And it's like, I don't know. It's the hardest one to be, I guess. That's what I've had 2 people tell me that, but that's why I don't know for sure. But yeah, anyway, I don't know. Now, this is the thing about turquoise, because I find this humorous about some of the stuff on because it is me, because I have to laugh. We bore easily, and we're full of energy, and we're multitaskers. I am right now doing a gazillion things all the time. I can't sit still. Now, this is part of if you are a Sagittarius Capricorn cusp, the cusp of prophecy, you probably are like me, because that's part of being that cusp there, because you're full of energy, but you're down to earth. You know what I mean? You're a juggler, and you're very good at it. I've always been a multitasker. And it's just, I think it's a female thing too. I think females are very good at yeah.
Baby on the hip, doing the dishes.
Yep.
Sure the men are not burning down the wood.
Yeah. We're just used to it, because we've always had to. Yeah. So thank you. Is it Ron? Is it Ramit?
Yeah,
Ramit. Hi. Thank you, Ramit. Yes, you're right. I'm doing some responses here off of 216 the net. He says, for the ages, the yogis have taught us these chakras. It's a method of an ancient study in India to lead a healthy and long life. And yes, you are correct. So, hi guys. I see a couple people popping on here. Hi guys. Yep. I got quite a few people popping in. So yeah. Hi Pete. I see Pete too. And by the way, I'm getting a lot of compliments on your voice, Kent. He's my producer. He's like, I love your producer's voice. I'm like, oh yeah. There you go. There you go. There you go. So let's get back to this. So we've got the blue, right? We've got our next one would be blue. So going back to the blue, you want to pop that back up there? There. If you can't see what I'm doing right now, it's on 216, the net. I have a chakra list. Okay. We're doing the throat chakras next. Speaking your truth. It's self-expression. A lot of, now and by the way, you can compare these chakras to the zodiac signs. Really? That's a whole nother show too. Yes, because see, throat chakra would be an air sign. That would be a Gemini. That would be somebody who communicates well. Usually Aquarius, Gemini, and Libras are good communicators. Not always. My husband's a Aquarius rising, and he just shuts down. But he's Cancer sun, and Cancers are like that. They kind of hold their feelings in and kind of, yeah, I know. You kind of try, but you know what? You act like you're holding in everything, but you don't. I can tell now I know you a little better that I can, yeah. I'm starting to read you like, yeah. You try to look like you're together, but like, yeah. Yeah. So the blue is your throat, and it's self-expression, right? Self-reliance. You're probably a dreamer. If you're like, just think about your head in the clouds. That's a dreamer, and that's what's the color of the sky, blue. We subconsciously in the world associate colors that are accurate with what they really are in the body. So the dreamers, the person that's looking in the clouds trying to see, oh, is that a little ducky? You know, that type of person, that they like blue. Now I do love blue. I have a thing for like the turquoise and the blue, kind of in between that. Like, but I love blue too. I mean, I like all the colors. I really don't have, like, I like them all. You know what else I'm attracted to? And I'm going to get to this.
That's why you like to wear the aqua around the aqua. What do you call it?
The aqua aura. Yeah. I'm very, I don't know. I just really like aqua. And I have a weird thing. I love reddish brown. Like my horse is reddish brown. I just really am attracted to like a penny, a little darker than that, more of like a sienna brown. I have no idea why. And I do like, it's one of my favorite colors. Now that's a psychology of color though too. And you could probably associate that to red, like a dark red. It's passionate. So anyway, so that's because usually, have you ever heard somebody say, well, my favorite color is black? It's not black, it's indigo. If you really, really like I'm really attracted to black. I've had some people attracted to grays. Now, gray, it would be associated with crystal or silver. Silver aura is a very unusual aura, by the way. So if you end up ever having a silver white aura, you are ascending. I mean, you are a master ascender. So if any of you guys are really super attracted, hi Jackie, if any of you guys are super attracted to those colors, remember that you're probably having angelic communication in some way. So just remember that, and it's kind of like, like crystal. Do you like that crystal, silvery, and it's almost shimmers? That's some people are just really drawn to that. My daughter loves gray. She loves baby gray, the real soft gray. And I keep saying that she keeps telling my kids all say that none of them are psychics, but they all are. They just don't have any confidence in themselves. My one daughter dreams a lot. And she tells me her dreams, and I know for a fact that she's starting to read people really good too. And I keep telling them they have ability like I do. And my middle one is absolutely ability. She could learn she could just take over my business eventually. I keep telling her that. And when you're young, you don't have any confidence. It takes a long time to build the confidence. And then my youngest one loves gray. And I think she's in a transition where she's becoming more open. So yeah.
Now, when you're talking about the throat chakra, the blue, and you get a quote unquote lump in your throat.
Yes.
Is that your chakra closing?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Okay. So I had talked about that a little last week. You're right. Any of your chakras, if you ever I felt my stomach, have you ever heard anybody say, I felt my stomach drop just now? I just knew, because that is your solar plexus. That is your soul. That's where your soul sits, by the way. Okay. So just remember that your soul, it's talking to you. So and you just said to this earlier today, in the pit of my stomach, it's because your soul's talking to you. Listen to the pit of your stomach. It knows the way, because it's your soul. Okay. I have watched my father died. I was with my father when he died. I watched him stand up out of the middle of his body where his solar plexus is and leave. I've had other people I've watched pass, and I knew. I've actually watched, I've been in rooms where people have been sort of in comas where they're comatose. They're standing next to their body. And I've seen that happen, by the way. And I've actually seen people at their own funeral. I really, truly think we visit our own funeral. So just a thought. Anyway, so now I'm going to go. Yeah. Hey, why wouldn't you go to your own funeral? Do you know what I'm saying? Why not? Yeah. So dark indigo is our next color. It's like a dark purpley indigo. Okay.
Now keep in mind, folks, every show, the last 15 minutes or so, we open it up to questions. And you can actually get a quick little reading on a question from Lana, who's a master psychic. So, and Lana, if people want to learn more about you or get in touch with you, how do they do that?
EnchantedSky.com. I've had a couple of people that have offered donations to me because I'm doing this, I'm paying my own, I'm driving here, I'm paying out of my own money. And so,
help support the show?
Because I do have a means to an end. I don't know if I've talked to you about it. I want to do a healing center. I have 5 acres on my farm, and it's all designed for trauma and stuff. I have animals that are meant for veterans, stuff like that. And so people have been giving, $10, whatever, on occasion. And I want to convert one of my structures to a healing center.
If somebody wanted to help support the show and what you do, how would they do that?
They can go Venmo, Cash App at Enchanted Sky, SKYE. And I'll pop up as Lana Hargraves. That's my real name, by the way. So Hargraves. If you look me up, you'll find me too. Okay. Because I'm also an author. So a children's author. So now almost done. We're at dark indigo. Okay. Dark, like I said, dark. A lot of people love black. I love black. I wear a lot of black. Black is one of my colors though. So I just look good in it. But a lot of people say, well, I just love black. I can guarantee you're probably dark indigo. That's really the color it's like a deep, dark, rich purple. And I really like seeing that in people. When I see the purple, I know that they're using that third eye. They're using that color They're very in tune. So if you're telling me that you really like, hi Nemo, he loves green. Yep. All I seem to pick is gray for clothing the last few months, wearing it now. Mary Jane, you know what? You're right. Gray, I just said gray is kind of like a silver. You're in a transition, or you're starting to get some influence from angels. You're getting some help somehow. You're getting help from them because they're almost like they're talking to you in a way. Okay. So if you're really, and I like gray, I do wear a lot of gray. I mean, I like gray, but you have to remember gray becomes like, you could compare it to silver, like metallic. Okay. So purple is just, and indigo. I love having those two colors. So that's your third eye and your crown. Okay. So your dark indigo, the second highest vibration. That's after green. That is the next one. That is the one that resonates. Now, if you noticed, when I was reading, I was completely purple, like we were just talking about it, because I had my third eye activated. Now, if I'm not reading, and he's right, because when I've talked to John says you try to get all of those the same. If you have one really super out of balance, sometimes like so if a woman was pregnant, I'm going to guarantee her sacral and root chakra are going to be 3 times bigger. You've got a baby in there.
That's why Buddhists too try to do a centering.
Yes, exactly. That centering literally means you're aligning those chakras. Right. So even if you're pregnant, see, and your root or your sacral's out of balance, you're going to try to match the rest of them. Now, here's what I do. You can tell me if this works for you, because okay. What you can do is when I know I'm crabby, and I've been crabby lately. Yeah, I've just been, I'm real busy, right? And I know my husband's told me I'm crabby. Anyway, I think about it. I think about lifting my vibration. I go into a meditation and I think about it, and I'm happy. Try it. If you guys don't know what I'm saying, it's a meditation thing. I know a lot of people I've talked to who have a hard time at vibration, at lifting their vibration, because they're having a hard time meditating. Yes. Meditating takes practice. You know when you're doing it right when you feel like you've been gone for a few minutes off the planet. Yeah. You can tell you're doing it right. Okay. So, and the more you do it, the better you get. And I can guarantee if you've got high blood pressure or something, you're going to drop your blood pressure immediately. You can tell what you're doing is and I'm a meditation specialist. I'm certified in meditation. There's a spot in your brain that you're activating is all. It's going from a different waves and you're going to an alpha. You're just changing the brain wave slightly. Okay. And people that want to know how I do this all the time, I'm using a different part of my brain that a lot of people aren't using. That's all I'm doing. That's why I still think 99% of all people can do what I'm doing. I don't think I'm that wonderful. I just learned how to do it.
And a lot of counselors, a lot of psychologists will say, hey, take a deep breath, count to 3.
Yes. Yep. You are correct. All right. So your indigo, you're intuitive, empath, understanding life and its beauty, appreciative. It's a form of the blue and the turquoise. You see what I'm saying? It's got a little blue in it. So, but it's almost purple. So then you've got the purple with the intuitive part. Okay. So now the last one is the purple, and that's your crown chakra. Okay. That's up here. Dreams, higher consciousness. It's your brain. Okay. Dynamic, you're charismatic. You have a powerful personality. You are someone to be reckoned with. If you are purple is a very, very, well, think about it. What color is royalty? Yep, is purple. And do you think that there's no coincidence that all this matches everything? Think about it. It all matches. And one of these days I'm going to talk to you about your color and your zodiac sign. So I saw something on TV recently, and they're like, "Oh, this woman was being a real skeptic." And the kids in this generation are very embracing of all of this. And she's like, "Oh," and she was an older lady, and she's like, "Oh, well, this is so stupid that these stars and they're affecting you. Don't you understand? It has nothing to do with stars. It has to do with time. The time when you were born. Time is everything." And I'm convinced that all I'm doing for you guys is when I'm doing readings is I'm time jumping slightly. I'm able to time travel just a little bit. I just have learned how to do it. I really don't think I'm that big a deal. Because I know so many people that do this. So, okay. So now you have that powerful personality. You're a visionary. You're highly creative. Now, this is interesting. Now, people who are gay and lesbians have a tendency to be extremely creative people. That just goes together. And they choose purple as their favorite color more than any other color. Did you know that? Interesting, isn't it? Okay. They're the people who love purple. And if you're purple, your aura is purple, you're a visionary, you're highly creative, you're probably an empath. Do you notice that most of the empaths are coming from here up, from the heart up, sort of, all the way?
The chart that we have up on the
Yes.
YouTube and Facebook says cosmic consciousness.
Yes.
Meaning,
You're just connecting. You're connecting to source. That's kind of what that means. Yeah. Okay. Purple. It's progressive. It's open-minded. I kind of find it interesting that the Progressive Party, now that I'm talking politics, but I am, is purple. Is because it's in between blue and red. So it's there's more, there's a lot to it. Think about that. The reason the colors are chosen. Think about it. Just thought I would point that out. Oh, I'm not supposed to talk politics, so can't help it a little bit. But anyway, so with that said, so we went from red to purple. You'll see me sometimes I wear chakra jewelry if I feel like I need to. I didn't today. I wore that's my spirit animal. There's
as we talk about it, and you take a look like at the root, and you go as you're centering yourself, you're kind of going from top down, right?
Yes.
Is it hard to get down to that root chakra? I mean, take somebody like me, for instance, that grew up very Christian, right? And how do you get to that?
Well,
right, because to me, and to a lot of Christians, prayers are pick up the tomatoes. It's a list of stuff that you want. Right?
Exactly.
Not really centering.
Exactly. My feeling is if you need your root chakra, your sacral chakra, balanced, they literally call it grounding. So and this is an interesting thing too. Go outside because the ground is absorbing energy. Now, this is an interesting thing too. I have not covered either, that I will cover eventually. Do you notice that red in the opposite of red is green? Yeah. And there are opposites on the color wheel. Well, as an art teacher, I just have to put that in there. But anyway, because I teach that. But there's a reason that the root chakra is red, because how do you balance it with green? Go outside, go sit under a tree, go hug a tree. I'm a big tree hugger, by the way. Yeah. People, they make that sound negative, and I kind of laugh. I'm like, have you ever go hug a tree? See if you don't feel better. You do. I'm guaranteeing it. You will.
We've got a good friend of the station, Phil Mascherino, and he sells a lot of earth vibration, like jewelry.
Okay.
Bracelets.
Exactly. And you know what? I always wear my favorite stuff. So I've got black tourmaline and a blue sunstone.
Yeah, you're very, very professional. No, I had to look twice because she doesn't have her.
Oh, my sweatshirts. And hey, the reason that, it's been COVID. This is how I normally look. So it's just, it's been COVID, you guys. Come on. So anyway, and you start to see me wearing, because we're pulling out of this. I want you to understand really fast before I'm going to take a few phone calls in a minute, that we're pulling out of this COVID stuff. It's coming. It's coming very quickly. And I had said that I predict that we would be, before the end of the year, we'd have shots. People thought I was crazy. People were actually being very negative and nasty on Facebook, saying I was stupid. And I said that there would be shots coming out. Now, I also made the comment that shots would come out in August. And oh, you're so wrong. No, they came out in India. They were really unreliable, but they came out like I said they would. So you have to remember, I'm reading for the whole world because I've got half of my followers are around the world. So when I read sometimes, now I have, by the way, somebody asking me about politics in England and to do predictions. And I'm going to be doing a prediction right before the end of the holiday for the end of the year. I'm going to do predictions. I've got probably about 50 predictions. So yes, I will study it. I don't understand their politics because I'm so into the United States politics, but I understand politics. I'm actually a social studies teacher too, American history teacher. When I'm not doing art, I can teach. Well, I have 14 teaching certificates, but so I understand that. So I said I would study it and get back to him because she asked me a very specific question. So I don't know. Yeah. So, okay. We're a couple minutes early, but we're going to take some questions. You got any questions?
Peter says orange gold Capricorn.
Yes, he is. He's very orange gold. Oh, yeah. You more orange than like yellow, Peter. I know you are because when you're sitting here, I see it. Well, I don't see it. I feel it. I guess I should say that. So anybody got any questions? I'm on 2 different things. I had to shut Facebook down. Don't worry, Facebook. I will load this to Facebook. Yeah, I feel bad because there was quite a few people watching on my Facebook.
Today is my mother's 79th.
Oh, okay.
What do you got for her?
79. She's got to keep up with her health. She's she's got to keep taking care of herself in the way she has been. She must have had, she have some health problems like in the recent past, maybe in the last couple of years. Yeah. She's got to keep up with what she's doing now to keep herself healthy, or she's going to have problems within a year or so. So is she walking? She's doing something. Yeah, that's what it is. She's walking. She changed her diet. Okay. If she doesn't keep up with that, she's going to slide right back and it's going to be worse. So tell her that she's got to stay with it. Okay. Don't let it falter. Okay. Is she slightly diabetic or something?
I don't know.
No. There's something with her diet though. It's activated something. There's something, with her diet. So just keep up with it. Don't let her slide. That did not come from me. That was channeled. Okay. So let's see. Okay. Jackie and I seem to pull towards aqua greens, blues, and purples. Yes. Yes. I don't know if it's Anna or Anna. I'm Lana, not Lana, so I get it. If you're Anna, I'm sorry. If you're Anna, sorry. I don't know which. Anyway, she says she pulls towards the aquas, greens, blues, and purples. Yeah, you're up here is because it's intuitive. Yeah, this is more of the intuitive. The other ones are grounded, are, working, living the life. You're probably a red. I do love red. I have a thing for red too. I mean, I like all the colors though. So when I paint, it's interesting. I paint in almost no blues. Isn't that interesting? It's all reds, oranges, and yellows. Isn't that odd? It's weird. I know, isn't it? So anyway, okay. So questions, go ahead. Let's taking some questions. Okay. Let's see. Will we be moving into new apartment by end of this month like we are planning? Yes, but it's going to be like a couple days into the new year. It's not going to be before. Something's going to be, Jackie, something's going to be like delayed or something by a couple days. But yes, you will. You won't be there that long though. I feel like you're going to get something better. Jackie, are you trying to buy a house or something? Because something better is coming along. So you won't be there that long, and it's going to be an opportunity you can't turn down. Okay. So now, Mary Jane, Lana, do I need to continue the colonics? I want to say, Mary Jane, are you on a vitamin change or a vitamin? You need to look at what you're taking for any type of supplements that have to do with vitamins. I feel like you need to look at that again. There's something there that's not imbalanced, but something that would be more benefit to you. Maybe you're anemic or something. There's something there, Mary Jane, that you need to look at. Just take a look at it. meditate, ask, you know what I've been doing, and this is working for me. I'm going into meditation and asking them what my guides and angels are telling me to take for myself, because I am borderline diabetic and I refuse to be. I will not be. If I have to walk 18 miles a day, I have completely changed my diet. I had 1 cup of noodles 2 days ago and I shook, and I'm like, I just can't do it anymore. Yeah, it's amazing. But as long as I eat right, yesterday I had all my salads. I ate fish, no problems. So, and my grandfather was like this, but he lived to be in his 90s, but he just could not eat sugar anymore. It got to be a point that I couldn't have any carbs at all. So I get you guys, and I'm searching and I'm talking, and they're telling me this is all going to go away in 6 months. So there's my prediction. See if I come back to you and say, and they said I'd lose 60 pounds. So, and I do need to lose weight. I know. It's harder than it seems, you all know that. So anyway, Kyle says, my bed is in red sheets with a white blanket. It's a Cancer sun, 0 degrees, Libra, Mars degree. I'm wearing gray. I feel like I'm in a transitional phase. Any advice for solar plexus chakra or my heart chakra? Okay, this is me talking, not the other side. If you need to activate that heart chakra, do something nice for somebody. That's the quickest way. Go in line to Starbucks and buy somebody else their coffee. It's so simple. The heart chakra is the easiest one to activate. Okay. The hardest one, I would say, would be the root chakra, because you have to, there's just certain things that go with it. Of all of them, I would say that one is the sacral and the heart are the root and the sacral are probably the hardest.
And I would say too, right, to activate that heart chakra is just compliment somebody.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the easiest.
Exactly. You have no idea what one compliment can do for people. I mean, I've had my boss recently, I'm just been, I think I don't feel like I'm doing a very good job because of the COVID, and we're online, and she complimented me, and that made me like all my anxiety just went away. So if you think that one kind word does not matter, you better guess again.
And the weird thing is, as we talk about the vibration, right, is that now with more people online, that electrical vibration is growing and growing and growing. So a lot of what we're feeling with like anxiety or depression is there's a stronger vibration that's crept up over the last 7-8 months.
Yes.
And that's why it's important sometimes, to what you said, just get off everything and go walk outside.
Yep.
Deep breath.
The younger generation gets this. Yeah. I know they do. Now some of them don't get out enough, and that when I hear that some of these kids have horrible anxiety, I'll find out and I'll ask them straight out, are you outside? And they will say no. I said, go outside and sit, put that stupid iPad away, phone away for the day, close it up and go outside and you'll feel better. Yeah. And they tell me that it works. So yeah. So now here we go. I've got some more questions, you guys. I got questions back and forth. So, okay. So Anna, okay. Jackie, not buying a house now, need to save first. Jackie, you're coming in. I'm telling you right now that something's coming your way next year that you can't turn down. And I don't understand what it is. It could be another apartment. It could be something, and you're gonna be very happy. Telling you, that's my prediction. So get back to me. And yeah, Anna Vaughn, how's my health? I'm worried about pain. Anna, is it in your back or in your hips? Is there something like that's wrong with your I feel like it's in your back or in your hips. Get back to me of that, because I have something to tell you with it. Okay. I feel like it's down there low. Okay. Get back to me. I don't know. I'm going to move on, but get back to me and put a comment in there for me. Okay. Mary Jane says, yeah, I've been urging for aminos. So she is right. She's looking for something a little different, for a little bit different supplement. Nothing hurts better than eating dark leaf green vegetables. I never believed it, but I am off sugar and I feel like a different person, guys. I do. So
I've actually dropped 25 pounds.
I know.
And the interesting thing is, once you kind of get rid of that, your body is like,
you don't want it. It makes you sick. Right. I I went out and had, because I love ice cream. I went out and had ice cream, and I was just like, oh, yeah, I can't do it anymore.
Now, don't take away Peter's Twinkies.
Okay, we will not do that, Peter. We won't do that.
But Pete says simple kindness is amazingly impactful.
Yes, you don't even realize it, and it's positive, and it spreads.
Yeah.
It spreads in a good way, you know. Okay.
Before you get to the next question, people, listen, like and follow Lana at enchantedSky.com. Check her out on her YouTube. Subscribe to her channel. She graces us and is very humble to do that on Saturday mornings here at 216 The Net, but she does do stuff throughout the week on her YouTube channel.
Yes, I do.
Facebook.
Yep. I'm doing yearlies. You can see month by month what I'm doing.
Yep.
Or what you're doing, I guess I should say. And I'm doing that standard, not cusp, standard. And then my cusp general readings are still coming. I got them all done. I just have to download them. So you'll see them come in bunches. Okay. So now I got somebody who said this. Why did they not add stimulus checks or extension of eviction moratoriums in the next stimulus package? Okay, Jackie, this is me talking. They're doing the second round. There's going to be another round. I still remember I predicted there'd be another check. There wouldn't die. But I said it wouldn't be $1,200, be less. So let's see. I said $800. So I would get it. So, all right. Well, it depends on how much you make too. But I just don't think it's going to be as big, but I still think they're going to. Okay. That's my prediction. Okay. Mary Jane says, thank you. Brittany, will I be able to start a business soon? April or May, darling. You have to get your paper. You have to do something about getting the right amount of money or a loan. There's something that's like a snafu for you. But yes, you will get it, and it will go slow, and it will take, do not give up. It's going to take about 2 years. Because I'm going to tell you, I've been doing this 10. Well, actually not this. I'm actually an author. I've been selling books, and I've been doing this for about 5 or 6 professionally. Before, I would just kind of do it on occasion, but now, I'm really focusing on it. And my YouTube channel is now 1.5 years old. Now it's going, and I was told, give it 1.5 years, and that's kind of what's going on for me. So, okay. Mary Jane goes, love my collards. You can't go, you know what? I was told, and I really truly believe this. The greens, the fresh, dark leaf greeny vegetables are what clean out your liver. Mm-hmm. And that when your liver is truly clean, you can't take carbs and stuff anymore.
What a lot of salt.
No.
It's amazing what happens.
No, isn't it? It is amazing. That's my next thing. I'm going to start doing life coaching and trying to get clean out your diet.
Of course,
because
we've got a great show here, 216 Net, on my low-so lifestyle.
Yes,
so
yes.
She actually has a quarter of a functioning liver.
Yes,
and she should be on all sorts of medications, and she controls it simply by her diet.
Exactly.
So it's a great show on how to live a low-sodium lifestyle.
Awesome. Now, see, and then there's odd people like myself. I'm always low in sodium. I have to salt my food. I'm just, but you know what? I can't sit. I'm moving all day. My kids, that's a big joke at my house. They can't, when they were little and it was summer, you better be up at 8 o'clock or mom's gone. And that's a big joke. It still is the joke, even though they're grown now. Yeah.
Now my dog gets me up. If I'm not up by 7.
My puppy, our golden retriever puppy gets us too. Yes. So, yes, it's my low back. Okay. Anna says, I was right. I said it was her low back. You need an adjustment. You also need something for your hip. Anna, you need to look at the joint or the ball joint itself in your back. Go to a good chiropractor. If you do not have one, I do not know where you are in the world. I've got one. He's a past, or an acupuncturist. He is an acupuncturist. Yeah. My chiropractor, I knew in another lifetime. We're connected so deeply. It's just hilarious because I tell him stuff in a way, I don't know, it's just odd because I kept having dreams about him in another lifetime. And I kept thinking I'm crazy. And then I saw other people from that dream that I did not know that go to him. So don't tell me that there's nothing to the past life thing, because I know better. So anyway, all right. What we've got, Kindness. Hi. Okay. Hi, Pete. I just saw a flash of orange around. Maria says I just saw a flash of orange around me. So you know what? Play it back. There might have been an orb. I'm getting a lot of orbs lately because I'm on a mission. So and my people on my other side know that. I'm trying to. Well, aren't we all trying to heal the world? Like I'm trying to get you guys ready for the age of Aquarius. It's 2,100 years it's going to last. We have the unique perspective of watching it change. People don't. It's watch my age of Aquarius. I think I had it on last week. I'm just so excited for it because I see it. It's change. It's such a positive change that there's no more dogma. So anyway, getting back to this. Let's see what I've got other people I got to read for. So thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Brittany. Hi, Maria. Oh, hi, Maria. Okay. Do you have anything? Tracy, you have to be more specific. I can't do a general one because I have so many people on here. If you were to ask me something real specific, I can tell you because I have to do it that quickly. Okay. Maria, it's happened twice. Love. Okay.
Of course, if you want to support what she does and support her show and her YouTube page, you can always donate at Venmo at Enchanted Sky.
Yes.
SKYE.
I would love to buy the 50 acres that are behind my house for sale right now and make up because it's beautiful and it's like there's a creek and there's like a marsh and
it's on the north because you said creek.
Oh.
Down south it's a creek.
Oh, it's a creek. I don't know. Hey, I had somebody call me from California and said I had the cutest little Wisconsin accent. And I see, I do. I think I talk like everybody else. I don't hear that I've got it. There must be certain words I say because she said Wisconsin and I go, no, it's Wisconsin.
My wife is from Wisconsin.
Yes.
Growing up in southern Iowa, it's always Wisconsin.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody that does not live in Wisconsin says Wisconsin. I'm like, no, Wisconsin. Lux says it's cute. Now she says that you know what? Brittany says, I bet you're going to get it. I'm trying to figure it out. I want to make a healing center where people can go and they can meditate. And I'm only an hour and a half outside of Chicago. So everybody could take a day trip to me. I'm right off of I-90, Interstate 90, and they can come. It would be, yeah, exactly. You learned that from me, didn't you? There's like a triangle. It's called I'm in the middle of the triangle between Madison, Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and Chicago, Illinois. And it's a triangle. And in that area, there are 15 million people, but yet I live by nobody. I'm in the middle of nowhere. So you can all come and I'm within an hour of all of you. So yeah. Or you can just get on a plane and come visit, from another place. That's the goal. Because remember, I've only got, oops, I see that. I'm only a half hour away from a major airport. Because you can get in from the Rockford International Airport and you can be anywhere pretty much in the country or Puerto Rico or there's like lots of different places it goes. And I'm a half hour away. So yeah. So, okay. So a couple more questions. And in the times that we are in, healing center is so necessary. Oh, I know it. I feel it. I think that would be, I think you would, I don't know. I just feel like I've been saying it for 10 years. This is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. I just got to figure out how to get the funds to do it because that land is not cheap. So I actually looked at other land that was like half the price. He wants too much, I think. But anyway, it's in a beautiful location. It's up on a hill. Maybe that's why. So feeling like I can't launch my project, Isaac. Feeling stuck. I am passionate, but things aren't happening easily. I'm a Capricorn Aquarius cusp. Isaac, you need to look at it in a different way. You need to change it slightly. I feel like coming your way is, okay, there's a card in the tarot card deck, and it is got a bunch of cups. I'm going to describe it to you because it's like the 6 of cups or the 4 of cups. And no, 7 of cups. Anyway, I just know it by sight. And it's got different choices inside a cup. And then there's one with a ghost with it's hidden. That tells you that you need to go in a slightly different route or something's going to happen that's going to change your route slightly. If you do that, that'll break open for you. And you will be doing what you want by June. Okay. Any other questions? I think. Oh well, it's kind of time to go, I guess, huh?
Yeah, right there in that last one.
Yes. Yep. I'll be back next week. Yeah, I'm trying not to put anything taped up. I'm trying to be live, so
Yep.
as much as I can. So it gets a little bit much because I'm driving from an hour and a half away. So, but I am trying to get up. I have to get up at like 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock on a Saturday and get here. So yeah. So blessings to all of you guys, and come visit me next week. If you got any questions, enchantedsky.com, wisewomansage.com, metaphysicalmeanderings.com. All right.
Check her out, like her, subscribe to her YouTube channels, and follow her on Facebook. Do the same for us here at 216 The Net. It's going to put a wrap on another great metaphysical meandering show with Master
Bye, Jackie.
Psychic,
Bye, Mary Jane.
Lana Duncan.